Now, please welcome the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Folks, how are you?
And please welcome the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump.
Την ώρα που ο πλανήτης παρακολουθεί με κομμένη την ανάσα τις εξελίξεις στους πολέμους στην Ουκρανία και στη Γάζα, οι δύο επίδοξοι πλανητάρχες άρχισαν το ντιμπέιτ σχολιάζοντας θέματα ηλικίας αλλά και γκολφ.
President Biden, you would be 86 at the end of your second term. How do you address concerns about your capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s?
Well, first of all, I spent half my career being criticized being the youngest person in politics. I was the second youngest person ever elected to the United States Senate, and now I'm the oldest. This guy's 3 years younger and a lot less competent.
Former President Trump, to follow up, you would be 82 at the end of your second term. What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually,
Just take a look at what he says he is and take a look at what he is. And by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
let's not act like children.
Όταν σταμάτησαν να σχολιάζουν την ηλικία τους, συζήτησαν για τους πολέμους σε Ουκρανία και Γάζα. Με τον Τραμπ να τονίζει ότι θα σταματήσει τις συγκρούσεις στην Ουκρανία από την πρώτη ημέρα εφόσον ξαναβγεί πρόεδρος.
As far as Russia and Ukraine, if we had a real president, the president that knew, that was respected by Putin, he would have never invaded Ukraine. Just like Israel would have never been invaded in a million years by Hamas. And every time that Zelensky comes to this country, he walks away with $60 billion. He's the greatest salesman ever.
I've never heard so much malarkey in my whole life. The fact is that Putin is a war criminal. This is a guy who wants to get out of NATO. Are you going to stay in NATO? He's going to pull out of NATO. You want to start the nuclear war he keeps talking about, go ahead. Let Putin go in and control Ukraine and then move on to Poland and other places. We'll see what happens then.
I said, no, I'm not going to support NATO if you don't pay. They asked me that question. Would you guard us against Russia at a very secret meeting of the 28 states at that time, nations at that time? And they said, no, if you don't pay, I won't do that. As far as Israel and Hamas, Israel's the one that wants to go. He said the only one that wants to keep going is Hamas. Actually, Israel is the one, and you should let him go and let him finish the job. He doesn't want to do it. He's become like a Palestinian.
Η εισβολή της 6ης Ιανουαρίου στο Καπιτόλιο και οι δικαστικές περιπέτειες του Τραμπ συζητήθηκαν επίσης στο debate.
On January 6th, we had a great border. Nobody coming through, very few. On January 6th, we were energy independent. On January 6th, we had the lowest taxes ever. On January 6th, we were respected all over the world.
He did do a damn thing, and these people should be in jail, and they should be the ones who are being held accountable. And he wants to let them all out, and now he says if he loses again, such a whiner that he is, that there could be a bloodbath. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing a whole range of things, of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant? I mean, what are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
Give you a minute, sir.
I didn't have sex with a porn star.
Φυσικά δεν έλυσαν και τα θέματα οικονομίας.
We had given them back a country where the stock market actually was higher than pre-COVID, and nobody thought that was even possible.
He's the only one who thinks that, I think. I don't know anybody. He had the largest national debt of any president in a 4-year period, number one. Number two, that $2 trillion tax cut benefited the very wealthy.
Το επόμενο debate μεταξύ Τραμπ και Μπάιντεν θα διεξαχθεί στις 10 Σεπτεμβρίου και οι εκλογές στις 5 Νοεμβρίου.